Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your continued and unwavering support to the channel. Allow me to ask you, if you are watching us for the first time or you are our regular viewer and you have not yet subscribed, please take a second or two and subscribe to our beautiful channel. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release such videos. Please help us share our videos to reach many people and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you once again. As I do this video, the Super Senator Edwin Sifuna, who is the Senator of Nairobi and doubles up as the ODM Secretary General, is trending at number one. The question is, why is Sifuna trending? It means people are really searching for Sifuna. But why? It's in the middle of the night here in Kenya. Why would people start searching for Edwin Sifuna? The answer is here, ladies and gentlemen. There is a particular letter that is trending. All the bloggers, political pundits, all the political commentaries are behind this letter. This letter is supposedly from the UDA party, and it is signed by the UDA Secretary General, Cleopas Malala. The content of this letter is a result of the UDA members of parliament who went and cried to William Samoei Ruto that whenever they engage in a debate with Edwin Sifuna, they sweat. Edwin gives them headache, and they end up exposing their weakness in terms of debate. And so they beseech William Ruto to invoke his authority to help them because they cannot contain Edwin Sifuna. That is the content of this letter. It is circulating in social media. I don't know the authenticity, but I want us to discuss the content. It says, it has become increasingly clear that there is a media conspiracy in Kenya intended to paint the UDA party as a home of intellectually challenged people. By pitting our members against Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna during TV talk shows, the purveyors of the conspiracy have gone ahead to ambush UDA MPs and senators with complex questions meant to show that the cream of our party is unable to break down His Excellency President Dr. William Ruto's agenda to the people during their media appearances. I want to continue. It says, as I continue, that to avoid further embarrassing episodes, the party is now pulling the plug on the appearance of its members alongside Senator Sifuna in any show, regardless of the media house hosting it. By this communication, members and elected leaders of UDA are henceforth required to confirm with the media houses if Sifuna is part of any show they are invited to, and immediately decline the invitation if he is on board. Let me just continue. It's a bit faint. This decision is occasioned by the desire of the party to project the ideologies of His Excellency Dr. William Ruto in a way that minimizes embarrassment and humiliation to the party and its membership. And it is signed there by the UDA Super Secretary General. Cleo Malala himself. Guys, please tell me that this is not true. I want to believe that this is edited, because if it is not, then this is the height of condensation. They cannot, condensate this law. They cannot. I don't know. Someone was, commenting on it and was saying that maybe this letter was rushed and it was written in Djibouti. I don't know the English in it or what, but that is what has been trending. Now, the content of this letter is true to some extent, that Sifuna has been giving the UDA members of parliament, whether at the Senate during debates or during debates in the media, has been a thorn in their flesh. But for someone to come with this letter, again, I want to say, let me be convinced and persuaded that this is not true, because I don't believe that UDA, which brags to be the biggest party, the most popular party, that was even confirmed by the opinion polls, and Cleo Malala called a press conference just to brag about the report and the result of the opinion poll. If Sifuna, if Malala can pen his signature on such, I don't know. Again, I want to believe that this has been forged. But then I want us to look at what has been happening, because even if this letter is not true, we all know that Sifuna has been giving these members of parliament, let's say, a run for their money. Let's take, for example, this video where Sifuna was debating with Kagusha on Citizen TV, and of course, this video is courtesy of Citizen TV. Let's watch it, and it will give you a glimpse. It will paint for you a picture of just who Sifuna is during debates. And please don't go, because we want to try and dissect what might have informed this letter here.
Let me tell you, because this is the evidence that Kagusha did not consider the sugar bill. Yeah. I spoke about industrial sugar. There is no single factory in Kenya that produces white industrial sugar. I'm not talking about table sugar. And you have spoken like somebody who did not read the bill. So the industry.
No. You can't say I did not read it.
I have listened to you.
I have listened to you. You see.
I have listened.
But Trevor, you have listened to me. But I cannot also allow Sifuna to belittle. Are you getting? You can't also allow him to belittle our point. You see, the process in which we are producing. But no, I will respond. But also, you don't belittle my point.
You will respond.
I get it. Yeah. But as he is also making his point, we can't also allow belittling, because the process in which we are producing the table sugar is a process in which we are producing the industrial sugar. Are you getting?
So let him say what he's saying.
I am not the one making your points little. They are little points. I am telling you, my brother, that I spoke about industrial sugar is the one that is.
Trevor, let us agree on this. But let us agree on this, Trevor. We are live on show. My brother Sifuna, you can't make it a point of belittling other members of parliament. Are you getting?
Are you done?
It's good to also be respectful.
Okay.
Are you getting? To each
Agreed.
other as we debate.
Are you done?
Are you getting?
Are you done? Because
we don't come here for insults.
Okay.
We don't come here for insults, and we don't come here with small points. Okay. My brother.
Fine.
But you do.
Let him explain.
And having a big head doesn't mean that you have a big point.
That's fine.
Are you getting?
But the point.
Explain.
If a point is little, everybody can see it's a little point. It's not me belittling it, Kagusha. I spoke about industrial sugar. Do you know the distinction between white industrial sugar and sugar? That's the point I'm making. Because if you read the bill, you would not have imposed 4% on industrial sugar that is not produced anywhere in this country, that is used in industry. I would understand if you impose an importation tax on sugar, table sugar, because
but he's also ignorant. He's also ignorant of the industry that is being set up now to produce that industrial sugar.
Let him finish.
Let him finish. Then I'll have one by as well. Yes. Go ahead.
You're displaying ignorance.
That's what I'm telling you.
You're displaying ignorance.
You will get your opportunity. You will get your opportunity to be able to highlight my ignorance. After I'm finished exposing your littleness, you will expose my hypocrisy or my ignorance.
It's already
I am
clear
telling you
that you're ignorant about the plans that the government is split.
Don't heckle Kagushia.
Are you getting?
Just relax. Just relax. Where to Leah too? I am saying you passed a law without considering it. And it's not the only law. It's many laws. You are telling us stories here about coffee or nini. I asked a very simple question. Did you consider the sugar bill and its implications on industry and the prices of things that it is a key ingredient in, including bread? In my view, you did not consider it, because at the Senate, we are going to propose certain amendments, Trevor, to exempt that tax until local industry has the capacity to produce white industrial sugar. You understand what I'm saying? So when I tell you that you did not consider the bill, you are showing it here that you actually did not consider the bill. And members of parliament are required to read and understand what they are passing. In my experience in the Senate, and I've said this, most members do not want to consider bills, because consideration of bills does not happen during voting. It is a three-step process. First you consider, then debate, explain to the people why you are supporting a certain proposal or why you're not supporting a certain proposal. So all of these things that we are saying, when a farmer receives a benefit, that benefit should remain with the farmer. You are not receiving a benefit so that you can pay higher taxes. If you have reduced my cost of production, yes, I may remain with extra coins in the pocket, but the purpose of the subsidy or the benefit you conferred as government or the reduction in the cost of production was not so that I can be in a position to pay more taxes. Which are these farmers you speak to? Because the farmers that I speak to would want to benefit from that subsidy by improving their lives. If somebody was cultivating an acre of land,
where does the government get money to subsidize?
Let me finish.
Hold on.
If not from taxes.
If you give with the left hand and take to the right with the right hand, you have not done anything in terms of changing the lives of those farmers. You want to grow their capacity. If somebody was producing an acre of land, because they have extra money in their pockets, let them produce 2 acres. If they were renting 10 acres of land, they can be able in the next harvest season or planting season to plant 20 acres. The benefit must remain with the farmer if it is a true benefit. So there is no farmer, at least not the ones that I know, maybe the ones in Mukurweini. The ones I know want that if you bring a program to aid them, if you have brought a program to lower the cost of production, that benefit should remain with me. You cannot come to tell me that now you need to pay more taxes. This is why your logic most of the time doesn't make sense. And when it is pointed out, you become hysterical,
where does the money,
you become emotional.
No, but where does the money to subsidize the farmer come from? Where does the government get money to subsidize a farmer from?
That's what you should
this is what I'm saying.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sifuna for you. And if you listened to Kagushia, the first person to throw an insult was Kagushia, telling Sifuna that having a big head does not mean you have points. And Sifuna was very calm, telling him that's okay. And Sifuna was, giving a substantive point, talking about industrial sugar that is being used during the processing and the real sugar, table sugar that we are using. And Sifuna was explaining that the problem with the UDA members is that they do not read and consider the bills when they come to the floor of the House. They simply debate because their master, William Ruto, has brought a bill. And let me tell you why I want to believe before you think that we're being biased. Just recently, the members of parliament from Mount Kenya, to be very precise, in Gatanga, and another member, I can't remember, Gatanga member of constituency, member of parliament of Gatanga constituency, they voted and passed the finance bill 2023. In that bill, there were certain elements of taxation. And when they were doing this, they were doing it with a lot of enthusiasm, and they were bragging and thumping their chest to the Azimio fraternity that they don't have the numbers. Less than 1 year down the line after passing that bill, they were busy crying. They led their people to chase the KRA officials who just came but to sensitize their people on how they will be using the e-teams or something. And they regret. And regarding Gachagua, who wanted the members of parliament to ensure that they pass, who laughed at the Azimio, that they should not even imagine or opposing this bill because they don't have the numbers. Rigathi is now saying that that bill is not good for their farmers because of the avocado levy, and is saying that he will talk to William Ruto so that they can see how to abolish that particular section. And I remember Gathoni wa Mushomba, the only free member of parliament after decamping Ruto's side, told them that you should not pretend that you are, convening meetings and telling your people that this bill is not good. You go because you passed it, go to parliament and recall it on the floor of the house rather than playing politics. So that tells you that Edwin Sifuna was saying the truth. It corroborates what Sifuna is saying because they need to consider the bills. That was one truth. When they say that they get embarrassed, it is true. The reason why they get embarrassed, ladies and gentlemen, is because they want to promote and defend policies that do not agree well with the Kenyans. Defending William Ruto is not very easy. No wonder some of their governors are being heckled every day because they support housing levy, they support the increased levy on certain very basic and vital goods and services that we use. So when you defend William Ruto, you meet the wrath. And when Edwin Sifuna is speaking, people tend to resonate with what he's saying. And Edwin is getting the facts as they are. I know it goes without saying that Edwin is also very eloquent both in English and Kiswahili. And this kind of move is an embarrassment to the UDA members of parliament. Let me give you an example. I know Daktari Boni Halwale is very eloquent. He's a good debater, even though sometimes Edwin Sifuna makes him sweat. But Boni is a good debater. We have several of them. And so if you purport to ban the UDA members from debating with Sifuna, I mean, you are debasing the members of parliament. You make them look like, they are imbeciles. Well, they are not. I know there are quite a number who can debate. Many UDA members of parliament are eloquent. They are people who are schooled and learned. But it's difficult to come and defend something that is in the open. You cannot defend something that you don't believe in. There was a time we were given an assignment. We were doing some things on sales and marketing. It was our first product and I had not even used it. So we were instructed by the manager that, when you go out there to sell, first believe in the product. Just pretend that you believe in it so that you tell them how you've used it and it's the most effective. It is the number one in the market. It's what people are looking for. If you don't have it, then you are missing a lot. So when you go there, you look straight into the supposed customer, potential customer, and you tell them that you've used it. You've used it for years. This is what people are now using. The market has changed. The old ones are no longer in use. It is not very easy because they don't believe themselves in what they are defending. And that is why I'm telling you that this is not a good move, ladies and gentlemen. And Sifuna is now a superior debater. Even if this letter is going to turn out to be a fake letter, the truth is these people fear Sifuna. They also appear as the people who fear the truth. Let them face the truth and the truth shall set them free. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your opinion on this letter? And what is your take on Sifuna and this debate? It's only that time cannot allow, but if you've been watching the Sifuna debate, you will realize that Sifuna is a good debater. Let them not take this move. let them not take this move, because it is going to be very injurious to them. Kenyans will look at them as people who are they are unable. And maybe we do enjoy those debates as they corner each other with facts, not insults. As they scrutinize bills that they have passed in parliament, as they scrutinize certain aspects of the government and they explain, Kenyans do enjoy. A good debater must be tolerant, because in a debate one must come out as a winner with facts. So ladies and gentlemen, this letter is embarrassing to the UDA. They should, maybe they can coach their members before they come to such debates. But even by coaching without facts, it is going to be very difficult. I don't know what to think, but that is my take.